dear friends, this is the Only Photoshop 2021 video course. In today's course, we're going to look at the cutout. Let's open up the picture first. Now we can look at the second tool on the toolbar. Let's right-click it. There are four tools: the rectangular marquee tool, the elliptical marquee tool, the single row marquee tool, and the single column marquee tool. Let's start with the first rectangular marquee tool, which can select an area above the image. For example, now we hold down the left mouse button and drag. We can drag out a rectangular area. Now let the mouse go. OK, and we've selected this area. Once that is selected, we can separate the area into a new layer. Let's right-click and then look at these two layers, the layer through the copy and the layer through the cut. Take the layer through the copy as example. Click it. You see a new layer appears above. The new layer is the part we just selected. Let's switch over and bring up the original layer below. Remove the layer from the new selection above. Look at the layer below. Leave it as it is and copy out a new layer. Let's go back to the page, the selection step. If it's a cut layer, right-click on it and cut through the layer. This is also a new layer for the area we've selected. So let's look at the original layer. The circle layer is then cut out, leaving a white space in one part. This is the part cut out for it. Let's take a look at the next few box tools. Right-click. The elliptical marquee tool, which can pull on elliptical shape selection. Same as the rectangular marquee tool, only this one is round. First, back. We hold down the Shift key and then drag the mouse. You can drag a regular circle out. Alright, we will cancel it again. Then there are the single row marquee tool and single column marquee tool. This is what you do when you select a column of pixels and a row of pixels in an image, and it's usually used for decoration. For example, if we zoom in on this image, we will see that we've also taken out a white border. Then we can use a single row looping tool. Click here and this column of pixels is selected. He selects a single column of pixels. Press the delete key. OK, this column is deleted. In the same way, this tool also means the same thing. Click to select a row of pixels above the image, and then you can do something about it, like delete it. Let's go down to the tools. There are three tools here, all of which are lasso tools. The first lasso tool, which is used to draw a line. We were just drawing shapes. A rectangle, a circle, a single row, a single column of pixels. These are all regular. So now we have lasso tools, like pencils. For example, we just draw a circle with the head of the tail connected and then release, so that you have drawn a section. This is the lasso tool. It's handy, but it's not very practical, and you know, the drawing area is irregular. If I would like to draw a picture of this square right now, that's almost impossible. Back to the previous step. Let's look at a tool called the polygonal lasso tool. We can pull this painting out of it with this polygonal lasso tool by building anchor points to create constituencies, end-to-end connection, constituencies on the piece's appearance. Well, let's look at another tool called the magnetic lasso tool, which is very intelligent and can automatically absorb. For example, I click here now and then. It sticks to the border automatically, but it doesn't always stick well. Three lasso tools are introduced in a few words because the lasso tool is not very useful and can only be used as a simple supplement. Let's take a look at the main content of this section. Quick Select tool is below. Right-click here. It has a Quick Selection tool and Template tool. This is super utility tool. Let's look at the first one, called the Object Selection tool. This is a magic trick. It can automatically identify the main content of your image. For example, I basically framed the whole middle picture and then release it. You can see it automatically selected the middle picture, and the background is not selected. It is the automatic selection of the main image. And then we look at the second one, which is called the Quick Select tool, and it's kind of like a smudge, like we are doing now. Just smudge the white area and it is automatically selected along with the rest of it. Very fast. This is the Fast Select tool, very practical. And then we will look at the last Template tool, which is a clickable tool and is similar to the Quick Select tool, but the Quick tool is the smudge tool. Just a left click. Let's say we click in the background now. Look. The whole white background was chosen. The mold tool needs to be aware of a so-called tolerance and see the tolerance above, and now the tolerance is 1. What does that mean? If we zoom in and we change the tolerance to 64 and we use the Magic Wand toolbox, we will see that it's not so smooth. So let's change the tolerance to 1 and let's see, now it's smoother than before. Tolerance can be understood as the inclusiveness of the die selection area. The greater the inclusiveness, the more similar areas can be selected. The other thing that needs to be noticed about the mold bar is the difference between continuous and non-continuous. If we get rid of the sawtooth, everyone will literally understand what that means, which is the edge of its district. It cannot be so bumpy, but relatively smooth point to do away with sawtooth. We usually choose, but there is a called continuous. Now we've checked the continuum, and with the wand, click on it, and the selected regions are all connected. We also see white in the middle of the picture, but it is not selected because it is not continuous with the white outside, it is separated. Back to the previous step. In one click on the white one, you see not only is the background white selected, but all the discrete white and similar white in the picture is selected. This is the continuous difference. Compared with the mold bar, the biggest characteristic is fast one, click is very fast. But there are times when it's not easy to adjust, like when I want to click on it and then I don't like it, and then I have to adjust it again. Then click again is very inconvenient and we use color range. For example, I now want to give this white word to select it out. We can select below and then click on the color range. All we have to do is click on the color we want, white, and then there's preview range. We can adjust the color contrast and we can preview the area we've chosen. Select the text, click OK. You see the text part was selected well. This is the color range. Okay, in this lesson we have talked about the basic operation of mating tools, and then we will talk about consistency, modification, management, and the simple use of selection cutout in the next course. Okay, see you next time.